Well, good morning, folks. This is Granny with Granny and Grumpy's Homestead. And today we're going to make bread. We're actually going to make two kinds of bread. The first 4 loaves will be just regular whole wheat loaf bread. The second will be whole wheat raisin bread and cinnamon bread. So we need to get started. We are going to grind our own flour first because Granny doesn't use bought flour. Now Granny has her own Nutri-Mill, so it's a little bit loud. So when we get started, you'll just have to bear with it. This is Red Hard Winter Wheat Berries is the one I prefer. We have to have 12 cups in total of flour. Okay, it doesn't take long to do the whole thing full. I mean, it does it in a hurry, depending on what rate you set it at and all. But I love the L'Equip Nutri-Mill. I love it. I've had it for, probably, let's see, 17 years maybe. I've been using it all that time. So here we go. Well, I think I'm gonna have to go get my thing again. Who knows? It's never gotten in the house from out in the barns yet. So. Ooh. Oh. I ought to go get my hammer, but I'm afraid I'd break it. Well, we're getting closer to it getting opening. Alright, got probably 1 or 2 hits again. There, praise God, hallelujah. Oh. Thank the Lord. Okay. Now, I don't want to make a terrible mess. There we go. Okay, now here is our Bosch. And I have to tell you, I would have absolutely no other mixer on this planet. I have had 2 of these, and they are truly wonderful. They work amazingly. Just washed everything off, but still more dust. Of course, when you got flour, now I want you to notice the look of the flour. See, this has still got the germinal in it. When you get whole wheat bread from the store that's already made, you don't get that. That is taken out. And your body really, really, really needs that stuff. When you eat, when you use flour like this and you make your product right then, you don't lose your vitamins and minerals. it still contains all that stuff. So, all right, let's get with this. Now we need 4 cups of tepid water to start. Okay, we're gonna pour our 4 cups of water in. So what we need to go in our water, now a lot of people will tell you don't do this, but I do it all the time. I've been doing it for years and my bread turns out fabulous. Well, what I should say is not because of me, it's because of him. Okay, we want a whole tablespoon of salt. We're going to have 4 large loaves of bread out of this. All right, now the next thing we want to put in here is we want to put 1/3 of a cup, and my choice of oil is going to be avocado oil. Now, I don't have access right at the moment to real good extra virgin olive oil, or I would use that. So I'm just going to use avocado oil because I feel better about it. Alright, now, first thing is the avocado oil. And I've got a 1/3 measuring cup. Now you want to do your oil first, and the reason why is because you're coating the inside of your measuring cup. And you want to do that because the next thing is honey. Elsewise, that honey comes out horribly. I am running it over for a purpose because Grumpy really loves this honey part. We don't want to put this stuff up yet because we're going to use the same kind of dough, except for we're just going to alter it the next time because we're going to be making, we put our cup in a cup measuring cup thing so that we don't get messy all over the place. Now we're going to let this mix around. Alright, and we've got the water mixed up good. So we've got our oil, our salt, and our honey. And I would never use anything but honey. And we want 3 tablespoons of yeast in here. Now I want to tell you something. I am not real into making sourdough. I prefer this because it's a lot healthier. Sourdough is not as healthy as people want to think it is. Okay. We're going to just turn it on, off and on a little bit just to get it mixed up a little bit in it, the yeast. You can kill your yeast real quick if you're not real careful. And we cover it, and we're going to set a timer. Now this timer is set for 15 minutes. This is your most criticalest part of the whole thing. So, and then the next step is the next criticalest. So 15 minutes, we'll come back. Okay, so I want to show you what it looks like after 15 minutes. It's very frothy, and that's exactly what we need. We need it to be real frothy. The frothier it is, the more it will help you to have, it will help your bread to rise. Now, there's a lot of chemistry to this that I don't understand, but that's what happens. So let's go put it back on the stand. Alright, so our next step is, and we need, our timer will have to be set for 8 minutes. We're going to place our flour in here now. Now we do not turn it on yet. Remember, we have 12 cups. 12 cups of flour. And you're going to place it all around in a circle. Okay. Alright. Now we're going to stick our lid back on. Now it's important that you have this lid on unless you just like a room full of flour because it will sling it. So once we get this started, it'll be 8 minutes of kneading this. So we'll start now. We'll be back in 8 minutes. So the 8 minutes is over, and while it was making up, it was kneading, I turned on the oven for 350. So it's already pre-warming because we're not going to be far into this until we'll be putting our dough over there to rise. Now I have certain kinds of pans that I like to use, and I don't want to use anything but those. I've been doing this for years, and this is what I like. I don't like anything else. So these are all Pyrex. I think Pyrex is a marvelous product for this. Alright, now we're going to take extra virgin olive oil, like Pan Pal, it'd be going everywhere. Okay, now I'm going to actually spray this at the sink because I don't like it going all over the counter because I'm going to be doing stuff on the counter. Okay, got that done. Next thing is, we're going to take this off. Off of this. First, we need some flour. We want to make sure we've got flour all over our counter. And then, Oh, man. There. Okay. Put this up here. Remember, we're making more dough after we get through with this one. So we don't want to wash anything because it's the same dough. We're just going to add some more ingredients to it. All right. Now, usually, I would add some lecithin in this to make it so it wouldn't be quite as crumbly, but I don't have any right now. So, and you don't want soybean lecithin because you're getting a hold of a GMO product. Takes a few minutes to get it out of here. Now you have to remember that because this has the bran still in it, that this is not going to be, it's going to be a little bit coarser because we're almost home free. Because it's got all of the goodie still left in it. And so it's not going to be as, oh, how would I put it? It's just not, the word comes soft, but that's not the right word that I would want to use for this. Now, we can take this part off now that we've got everything out of there. It's a little bit on the hard side to work with this when it's loaded still. I don't want to use this that was all around this part here because it gets discolored with aluminum. Unfortunately, they do not make these so that they're not this. It's just the way it is. You have to get what you have to get in order to be able to. Alright, I'm going to stick this back on the pedestal again. And then let's put the lid back on so it keeps everything moist. Okay. Now, we want to take our little thing here. I don't know what this is called. If any of you know, please let me know. Divide it into 4. Put one here, here, one here. All right. You did get dough all over your hands. And you're wanting to make it into a loaf, to the size of a loaf. So you've got to work with it a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. This is pretty tender bread. Okay, pick it up, and you drop it down in your pan. About done. Right, next one. wish I had one of those electric fly swatters. We live out here in farm country and there's a lot of horses around us, and we have flies all the time. It about drives us both bonkers. But I'd rather see the horses than not have the horses because I love horses. Okay, here's our last one. Okay, so our next thing is to carry our dough, our dough over here. And I have a great big, huge pan that I put on the top there because I have an not electric, but a gas stove and oven. And if I don't do it like this, then everything doesn't get done. Everything doesn't get done evenly. Now I bought some especially big towels, hand towels, and kitchen towels, large ones, especially for this purpose, because you want to cover. It's very important, this part is, you want to cover it. And we're going to leave it there for 25 minutes. It's going to rise. The first thing it does is it has to have that rise. So we'll be back in 25 minutes. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, as you've noticed, the towel is risen because everything's risen properly. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to get a glass and a Pyrex dish, a pie pan, and a glass. And this is a very important part of making your bread. We're going to get ice. We want a whole glass of ice. So you can see the ice here. We're going to pour it in this, and we're going to put it in the bottom shelf right here. I'll explain why in a minute. Let's carefully take off our towel. And then, and this is heavy, so bear with me a minute as I struggle to get it in here. Okay. Now, we're going to turn back on the timer and we're going to put it 45 minutes. We're going to bake this bread for 45 minutes. Now, what is the reasoning for the ice cubes on the bottom shelf in a Pyrex bowl? Okay, the reason for that is that okay, we've already got a nice rise. It's huge. So when we put it in the oven, we want it to keep rising. And in order to do that inside of the oven, we've got to have some steam because the steam will force it to rise up even more. And that way, you get the full benefit of everything with making your bread as light as you can possibly make it. So if you don't have, I've tried it both ways many times for many years. If you do not have those ice cubes, it just does not continue to rise. It just stops the process like it is right now. But I want it to be even bigger. And it looked pretty good, actually. I haven't made bread probably, it's been a good 9 months that I haven't made any bread. I was making it every day for a very, very long period of time, and I kind of got burnt out a little bit about it. So I just stopped making it, but we've decided that we want to go ahead and start eating it again because we felt better when we ate it. Because the bread that you buy in the stores is full of all kinds of garbage and all kinds of poisons, basically. Even if it says whole wheat, it's not. So when we make our own, and we make our own flour, and then we make our bread right after that, it's so much better for you. So much better. So, 45 minutes, we'll be back. Okay, so we're ready to take the bread out of the oven, and Grumpy's come in from the shop and eating his lunch, and of course, there's no way I'll ever be able to pull this out of the oven and him not have a bite. So, because he loves the bread. So we're going to take it out now, and I'm going to put most of it on this drying rack, but he's going to have one of the loaves that he's going to eat. Not the whole loaf, I hope.
Well, I might dive in, but I don't think I can go that far.
So we're going to let Grumpy pull this tray out because it is very hard on my back, which is suffering right now. Just put that here on the stove.
Looks good.
It's not quite as brown as I was expecting it to look, but it's been in there the right amount of minutes. Which one do you want?
I'll take the little one. It'll be fine.
Oh, I see. This way you can eat the whole loaf.
I won't feel as bad if I... Nah, I'm just kidding.
Take it over here. Let's go back a little further. Okay. You can see the steam coming off of it.
It's nice, yeah. It does have a little gritty texture, but it's really good.
Yeah, I told him because of it being 100% whole wheat, red hard winter wheat berries, that it was going to be a little gritty because as I was not kneading it, but forming it into rolls, it was a little gritty. So, now of course it tastes so much better if you put butter on it.
Well, Sue Becker was saying you can use the red winter, red hard, or white hard, and so she recommends just mixing the two together. It'll give you a, more traditional taste. But yeah, this is very nice. I don't know if Lynn told you about the
I didn't.
the health benefits of this stuff.
Oh, I did tell him about, well, to some degree, but I didn't go
Pretty
into
amazing.
all of it.
She's had a lot of people who the only change they made in their diet was adding the bread that, where the grain was freshly milled. And
he's talking about Sue Becker, not me.
yeah.
She's a lady who she has a degree in nutrition, and so she's worth looking into.
I could possibly use a little bit more salt, but not
And
too
I
bad.
put a whole
did you?
tablespoon. It was a little bit over a tablespoon in it. But Bob eats way too much salt anyway.
Probably.
So here's our others, and we're going to go ahead and move that onto our rack where it can cool, because I can't bag this until it has cooled down. Way too hot. And we're going to make cinnamon raisin bread in a few hours. And we'll have another video for you to watch on making that. Cinnamon raisin bread. Just not going to do it now because I've got to go get Sadie some dog food. So there it is as it's drying and cooling, and it also off gases a little bit of alcohol that gets in it for some reason. I don't really understand the chemistry, but we don't want it to be. I don't want to make anybody drunk when I take it to their door.
That's not gonna happen. But yeah, when yeast ferments, it produces carbon dioxide and
Okay.
alcohol.
Oh, okay.
That's the chemical process. So it's basically how they make beer and wine and stuff too.
Oh, okay.
But
Well, now we
when there's so
know.
little alcohol in there, it just evaporates away when it's cooked, because it it boils at a much lower temperature than water.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're cooking it, it's just escaping.
So we hope you've enjoyed watching us make this bread. You know, it is a little bit on the gritty side, but it's okay because, I mean, it's all going in here, all getting churned up, and all giving you energy.
Well,
So-
the crust has a little grit to it, but the
bread itself.
inside is tender.
Oh, okay. He says the inside of it tastes like normal bread. It's just the crust that's a little bit gritty. But that only covers the outside of it, so that's not the whole piece of the bread. Anyway, y'all have a blessed afternoon. I'm going to the store. We love you, but more important, Jesus loves you. Y'all have a blessed day. I'll see you in a little bit. Bye-bye.